Hello my loves, welcome back to Carly's Closet, and today's video is another updated video on my top favorite brands sold on SHEIN. This one was a hit last time. I think it got a lot of good traction and feedback from you guys because I think it's interesting to see how far SHEIN has come, even though they had a really bad rep in the beginning because their clothes were very paper thin, like very crappy, cheap material, just something that you would not want to mess with. Of course that does still exist there. However, over the years and of course more recently, they've been adding in, like, you can find things that you can find on Amazon. You can actually order Amazon through SHEIN now, and they're buying out a lot of different smaller boutique brands and incorporating them onto their website, so you can find amazing things on SHEIN for really great prices, and you can even find real fabrics. If you're more into buying real sustainable fabric clothing, you can also find that on SHEIN. So this is just to kind of help with the rep of buying on SHEIN, and their return process is just also top notch. I really enjoy that part of it as well. It's very easy. So anyways, I am a huge rep for SHEIN, and you will go through, you know, my video timeline and you'll see I am always doing SHEIN hauls. So I figured it was time to give a little update on some of my favorite brands that I personally order on SHEIN and I'm seeing that are really coming up and introducing a lot of uniqueness into their small boutique brands. So you can individually sell on there as well. So let's go ahead and get started with that. My look right now is totally giving like vintage grandma spring vibes, like vintage, very springtime appropriate, but like make it grandma vibe, like old lady. And I love it. I'm so here for it, especially meshed with all the colors behind me. It's definitely a look. But nonetheless, some of my favorite brands on SHEIN. Okay, well, the top favorite brand I think still to this day on SHEIN is, it's I think a tie between the Entree brand and Motif. Now I still don't know if I say those correctly, but it is M-O-T-F and Entree, O-N-T-R-E. Those are my top two favorite brands. They are smaller boutique brands that SHEIN actually bought out, and they have really nice things, and you can find a lot of also really sustainable fabrics on there, like real fabrics incorporated into a lot of their pieces. A lot of their things are more formal, well, especially with Motif, but Entree also has some really nice formal dresses, but it is more of that minimalistic style. So I like to take those pieces and basically kind of dress them up and wear them with my own twist, you know. But those two brands I'm always ordering, I'm going back to and ordering pieces from. So many things in my closet are from those two brands. But I actually also recently noticed a few other brands on the SHEIN app that are new to me, but also have sparked my interest. And one of those I think are called Lumalux. Let me see, because I just recently ordered something from this brand, and let's see, Lumalex. Yes, Lumalex. So also what's interesting is a lot, like throughout the SHEIN app, you'll find that when something is more premium quality, they will label it as such. So I've been finding a lot of premium lace, and you guys know I love my lace, a lot of premium lace line. And so what's interesting about this Lumalex line, now all their names are honestly very weird to me, but that is beside the point. They have very feminine pieces from what I've noticed. The dresses are very classy. They have a lot of modest options, a lot of lacy options. I'm digging it. I'm digging the aesthetic on the Lumalex seller page, It is just so princessy and, you know, all the aesthetics that I am usually working with myself. Lots of color, which I also really appreciate. You gotta go through this and see what it's all about. I am interested to try the quality. I think I have one item coming in from that brand that I just recently placed an order for, but I'm not quite 100% sure. But yeah, I will definitely be testing out this brand quality and see how it plays out. So gonna leave that one there as well. Like I said, you can find individual sellers on this app, in case you are somebody who just wants to support like really small local businesses and sellers. Another brand that I also really appreciate is SHEIN Bay. I have a couple of their items and I have generally overall been impressed by the quality of their items. They also have like more feminine pieces. Entree, they kind of have that minimal aesthetic, as I was saying. They don't really have a whole lot of like, you have some lace, but it's mostly just this all like old money kind of Zara-esque style. You're not going to find a lot of like details and textures and, you know, laces and stuff. But SHEIN Bay, you can usually find that. Anusta is another one of my favorite brands. They also have they have like really unique pieces. They have a lot more feminine detail in a lot of their items. They're more boutique-y. They appreciate the embroidery. Not everything is befitting to my specific style and aesthetic, but a lot of their items are very modest and formal and kind of remind me of like a very Middle Eastern fashion sense, you know? So definitely a lot of modesty and really long dresses. If you like eccentric things like that, you could definitely find a lot of good things on the Anusta boutique brand. Another one that I've also been recently interested in is SHEIN Airs, I believe it is. Let's pull that up. Yes, the SHEIN Airs, they also have, I think those of you who like the more minimalistic style, but you also appreciate like Y2K and sequins and stuff, you will appreciate Airs. And I specifically am thinking about a dress that I have in my closet from this brand, and it is amazing. Like the quality of this dress is so beautiful. Like you would think that I got it at Zara, basically. It definitely has a Zara feel to it, but they do like a lot more of the fringe and more of the sequin, which I am so about that life. I've been recently incorporating a lot more fringe and sequins into my wardrobe, and they're really in for spring. So just so you know, keep that in mind. Go shop on the Airs brand. Another old school favorite is the Missguided brand. They have been on Shein for quite a while now, and I've ordered so many different things from Missguided. I was a Missguided fan long before they got onto Shein and they bought them out, but I still see them getting better and better, and they also offer a lot of premium lace line on the Missguided seller app, brand page, excuse me. So that is also another one of my favorites. Not everything on Missguided is like up to my standard, just because I don't really care much for the trendy. Like I prefer, like they have more of a younger, trendier style in most pieces, but you'll find pieces throughout there that are more mature, business elevated, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of what Pretty Little Thing has become. They've definitely incorporated some more of that aesthetic into their own brand. So big fan of Missguided. Those are just some of the ones that I regularly go back to. I place orders with them quite often. I have been always consistently impressed by the quality of the items that they do sell. So I thought that it'd be beneficial to share it with you guys. So if you like videos like this, definitely let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. Mwah. Love you.